Thank you very much, Carol. You know, this human rights document, what I have in front of me here is just a piece of paper. It has stuff on it that was written 63 years ago. It's nothing if you can't make this alive, if you can't bring it to the moment and into your heart. That's what this is really all about. I don't think we could possibly say by reading all the articles in here what our heart says and what Carol so eloquently and passionately just spoke to us. We all know that it's alive. We have to keep that light within us. We have to keep that fire continually lit.
And not forget Eleanor Roosevelt. Yes. If it wasn't for Eleanor Roosevelt, you wouldn't be standing there today holding that document.
That's right. Yes, thank you. Nonetheless, we did have it planned to read this thing. However, I think we will just paraphrase it and keep in mind the vast spirit behind this. So I asked a few people to assist in the reading of this, if they would all please come up to the front. And there's 30 articles to this thing. So some of them go on a little bit. We're going to paraphrase a few of them. So as you listen to this, listen with your heart and think about what is right now in the world, what you want it to be, and then how you can make that happen and continue to make that happen. Okay. So people will come up in turn and read various articles. Evan is first.
Hello. The General Assembly proclaims this Universal Declaration of Human Rights as a common standard of achievement for all peoples and all nations, to the end that every individual and every organ of society, keeping this declaration constantly in mind, shall strive by teaching and education to promote respect for these rights and freedoms, and by progressive measures, national and international, to secure their universal and effective recognition and observance, both among the people of the member states themselves and among the people of territories under their jurisdiction. Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. Article 2. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration, without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of the political, jurisdictional, or international status of the country or territory to which a person belongs, whether it be independent, trust, non-self-governing, or any other limitation of sovereignty.
Carol Voisen.
Articles 3 through 6. Everyone has the right to life. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. This means that no man, woman, or child can be held in slavery or tortured. This means that everyone has the right to recognition as a person before the law, no matter what their status. Everyone has the right to social security and to realize one's dreams within the context of the state in which they live. I also have 22 and 23. Okay. I'll read them later.
Thank you, Carol. Tyler?
Article 7 is all are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. No discrimination, via the law. Article 8, I'm paraphrasing, it's very wordy. Article 8, everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights granted him by the Constitution or by the law. Article number 9 is no one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile And I would throw under that all political prisoners should be freed, i.e. Mumia Abu-Jamal is currently falling under this, violating of human rights. And so everybody keep Mumia on your mind, because there's small steps in getting him freed from federal prison, getting him off death row. So read this and think about it.
What's your name?
My name is Tyler.
Douglas Stiener.
Everyone is entitled to a fair and public hearing in the determination of his or her rights and of any criminal charge against him or her. That was Article 10. Article 11. Everyone charged with a penal offense has a right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, according to law, in a public trial at which he has had all the guarantees necessary for his defense. No one should be held guilty of any penal offense which did not constitute a penal offense. That's the abbreviated version. Article 12. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to attacks upon his honor and reputation. Everyone has a right to the protection of the law against such interference or attacks.
Emery? Emery Way?
Okay. To paraphrase, this is the rights that everyone has the right to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state. That also means, in some ways, within each city, that we all have the right to exist and to choose where we wish to exist, and the freedom to live where we choose to live, which is something this city does not provide its homeless population. This is something that we can look at this document and say, we are not fulfilling the standards set out in this document, and we can do better. So, Article 15 is everyone has the right to a nationality. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality nor the right to change his nationality. That's a short one, so I just read it.
Joyce Seagers.
Article 16. Men and women of full age, without any limitation due to race, nationality, or religion, have the right to marry and to found a family. They are entitled to equal rights as to marriage, during marriage, and as its dissolution. Marriage shall be entered into only with the free and full consent of the intending spouses. The family is the natural and fundamental group unit of society, as entitled to protection by society and the state. Article 17. Everyone has the right to own property alone, as well as with association with others. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property. Article 18. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom, either alone or in community with others and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance.
Article 19 states everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. We sure do. This right includes the freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. In other words, we have to get the word out and make it heard. And the 99%, we are the media. The media is the message. Evan?
Everyone has the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and association. No one may be compelled to belong to an association. Article 21. Everyone has the right to take part in the government of his country directly or through freely chosen representatives. The will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of government. This will shall be expressed in periodic and genuine elections, which shall be by universal and equal suffrage, and shall be held by secret vote or by equivalent free voting procedures.
Micheal Nieman.
Everyone as a member of society has the right to social security and is entitled to realization of the economic, social, and cultural rights indispensable for his dignity and the free development of his personality. Article 23. Everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment, to just and favorable conditions of work, and to protection against unemployment. Everyone without any discrimination has the right to equal pay for equal work. Everyone who works has the right to a just and favorable remuneration, ensuring for himself and his family the existence worthy of human dignity and supplemented, if necessary, by other means of social protection. Everyone has the right to form and to join trade unions for the protection of his interests.
Larry Roven.
Article 24. Everyone has the right to rest and leisure, including reasonable working hours and holidays with pay. Strange that I should read that. Everyone has, Article 25, everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and his family, including such things as food, clothing, and housing, irrespective of age or sickness. Motherhood and childhood are entitled to special care and assistance. All children, no matter what their circumstances, shall enjoy the same social protection.
Emery way again.
Keep pulling this down. The Article 26 is everybody has a right to a free education. An education that represents something that will actually create better citizens for our world, for the world that this document represents. And I think this is a telling article in a world where we have over $1 trillion in student debt built up by students like me and Evan and those of us who tried to pursue this education that was supposedly our right. And also in a world where education has become an issue of class, where there is an education gap that is as wide as the wealth gap in the world we exist in today. So, again, thank you.
Evan Lasley again.
Article 27. Everyone has the right freely to participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits. Everyone has the right to the protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, or artistic production of which he is the author. Article 28. Everyone is entitled to a social and international order in which the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration can be fully realized. Hence, if that is not the case.
So Article 29 is the last real one, because Article 30 is kind of legalese. But Article 29 says everyone has duties to the community in which alone the free and full development of his personality is possible, his or her. So basically, it goes on to say what I could simply paraphrase with the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You can talk out in public, you can protest, you can do what you want as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. So let's be active, let's protest when needed. Let's create constantly, and let's be the change that we want. So that's it, except for 30, and I won't read that. Thank you very much, everyone who helped read that declaration. And thank you to all the speakers today. At this point, we were going to have, what time is it? Oh.